It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Well, Monday sure rolls around quickly, doesn't it? Here we are. Another Monday.
Happy Monday. Yeah.
Happy Monday. Glad to be with you. Thanks for being with us. Hope you have a great week. But for now, let's do some news.
All right. A fatal shooting by a Springfield police officer back in February was found to be justified. That is the decision after an investigation into the shooting by the Greene County prosecutor. A 30-year-old man was shot and killed by police as they were responding to a domestic violence situation near Glendale High School in mid-February. Officers say the man had a gun and refused to comply with their instructions.
Meanwhile, the president of the Joel E. Barber Board of Education in Lebanon is charged with domestic assault. And following that charge, he resigned from the board. The charges come from a dispute with a woman over a cell phone in which she says Robert Christensen injured her.
Convoy of Hope is responding to Southeast Asia following a devastating earthquake that happened on Friday. I don't know if you saw this. It was 7.7 magnitude.
Yeah.
Yikes. So buildings are destroyed, infrastructure, especially in Myanmar, took the lives of 1,600 people, at least 1,600 people. Convoy is working there to deliver some essential relief supplies to survivors.
Yeah, it's just a horrible situation. Back in Springfield, the city of Springfield is still without a city manager after the former city manager left that position in January. We told you about that. He ended up taking a job in Tennessee. The city is now going through resumes of more than 70 applicants. The city is willing to pay $350,000 a year for this job and provide a car allowance, other benefits as well. Obviously, the mayor says there is no timetable on hiring a new city manager. So we shall wait and see and let you know when something happens.
Mercy's new emergency room facility in South Springfield near Ozark is still under construction, should be ready to be opened later this year. Its opening has been delayed from a previously announced date that was going to be earlier this year. The new ER is connected to Mercy's Orthopedic Hospital right there off Evans Road and Highway 65. Popular location, right? That facility is expected to see about 16,000 people per year and take some of the pressure off of the existing ER on National.
Yeah, that's been a couple of years in the making now, and will be, I think, a big relief to a lot of people in the Ozarks because it'll maybe save wait times. I don't know, but that's the goal anyway.
Right.
New turf fields at Cooper Soccer Complex in Springfield are now open and hosting games and practices. How about that? That's been another project in the works for a while. Phase 1 of the project is now complete. It includes new turf on 8 formerly grass soccer fields there at Cooper. And work on Phase 2 is now underway. That will mean new turf on 11 previously grass baseball and softball fields at Cooper and at Killian sports complexes, as well as new concessions and restrooms and more. So be a more pleasant visit out there in the near future.
My nephew played on the new fields this past weekend, and said that they looked great. I haven't seen them yet. I'm excited to get out there.
Driven by, yeah.
Yeah. Springfield has a couple of new Mexican restaurants opening. We can never have too many. It's true. First, a Mexican restaurant that started in Seymour is now open outside the Battlefield Mall. It's facing the outside where Five Guys used to be at the mall. El Aguacate has like a special lunch menu and dinner, of course. And then next is Luna Modern Mexican. They opened today on East Battlefield Road. And if you look at the address, it looks really close to Lone Pine, kind of down the way from Metropolitan Grill, which to me is interesting because there's another Mexican restaurant in there.
Well, I think that's gone now. This may be replacing it. I'm not sure. I know the one you're talking about. We went there once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I drove by the other day and it looked like that was now gone.
Ah, okay. That would make sense then. Because I thought that I was like, man, that is very close.
Yeah. Never too many, right? You said that already. The new Hobbytown store is opening next weekend, this upcoming weekend. They've been growing into a new space, which is part of the former Kmart on South Glenstone. Hobbytown used to be located on East Battlefield, but now a bigger store and lots of hobbies to explore.
Yep. All right, before we go, Around the Ozarks is giving away a super fancy lawnmower. It is a Ferris zero-turn mower valued at almost $5,000.
Yeah,
and
they're
we
not
are
cheap
giving
anymore.
it away for free. So Around the Ozarks is teaming up with Springfield's Rock Station Q102 and Sportsland pickup covers and trailer sales for the ultimate lawnmower giveaway. So what you need to do is go to aroundtheozarks.com, check it out. You can get registered. We are going to be picking 5 qualifiers per week to be part of the in-person giveaway at Sportsland on Friday, May 2nd. Okay. So it'll be fun. Friday, May 2nd, we're going to draw the winner and we'll see who wins, but you got to be 18 years old to play.
Enter to win. That's a $5,000 prize. That's incredible.
I love that because somebody's got to win.
Somebody's going to win. That's right. And if you listen, you can enter to win, and we hope you do.
Yeah. So, and then you'll have your work cut out for you.
So where do they go?
Aroundtheozarks.com.
Aroundtheozarks.com.
Yeah.
Very
I said it.
A lot of great contests.
Listening.
No, okay. I was listening. I wanted you to repeat it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's fun. All right. Well, that's it. You guys, it's Monday.
Well, I was going to talk about my bracket just for a little bit, which by my bracket, I also mean your bracket because they're one and the same. I was, here's the deal. If I'm in a couple of pools, one at Convoy and then one with a buddy, just entered his friends and it's got 125 people in it. If Duke beats Florida in the national championship game, which would be 1 week from today, I will get second place. I can no longer get first because there's a guy who also has Florida Duke winning, and he's already a couple points ahead of me. So the best I can do is second place. But if that's the case, we'll get first place in your work pool. I'll get second place in my work pool and second place in the one that actually pays.
And then will you take me on a date?
Which is like $1,100, but I can't win it. I'm the best I can do is second.
Because do you get anything for a second?
I don't even know. Maybe something. Maybe something.
I hope something, but maybe not. When you're first place loser, it's hard to know.
It's kind of like winner take all, I think. But
yeah,
that was it's weird how Convoy has, I think 45 people involved, and I'm the best I can do there is second, and then I'm in one with 145 people, and the best I can do is second.
Yeah,
it's a bummer.
That's pretty good though.
Well,
I mean,
but
good.
It was really good.
You don't win anything.
But I got really into it over the weekend because I had 3 number ones, and then I had Tennessee as a number 2 in the Final Four. So, but they laid an egg. They were horrific in the game over the weekend, so they killed me. If they had won, and it was Tennessee as a number 2, and then Duke, Florida, Auburn in the Final Four, I was in really, really good shape. But it's been all chalk. I mean, I think since the Sweet 16, all of the higher seeds have won every game. So it's been not quite as much madness as normal.
Yeah. Ethan did yell at the TV this weekend to the point that it was scaring our dogs. Our children knew not to be scared. They didn't know that when he used to yell at Cardinals baseball games. I was like, Dad's not mad at you. Don't worry. He's just yelling at the TV. But this weekend, the dogs are like,
well, I needed Florida. Florida is in my championship game, and they tried so hard to lose, and then they ended up winning. And they shouldn't have lost, or they shouldn't have even won. They were playing so terribly, but they went on a run right at the end and ended up winning, keeping my chances alive. And then Tennessee blew it all for me. So.
All right. Well, thanks for filling out my bracket. I've confessed to my coworkers that you did it because I wasn't paying attention this year. It's fine.
And I did the same. I only did one bracket this year, and I did the same bracket in all my pools.
Yeah.
And because then I usually end up having to root against myself in different pools because I got different teams winning. This way, it's all the same. And I was rooting for the same teams, but they just didn't come through for me.
I love the amount of thought that you put into this.
Well, it's serious
Like sometimes
business.
people ask me my opinion on something. I'm like, I don't care. Like I don't have enough brain power to have an opinion on that. And I really don't want to think about it.
I got lots of brain power. I'm holding it for things like this.
Yeah, there's few things that I care to give my time to. Apparently. This
Well, that's
is
why
one
you're
of
no
them.
fun. That's why you're
That's
no
why I
fun.
had you. I'm so fun. That's why I had you fill out the pool. And look, I'm in second place, potentially first. So I feel like I'm so much fun.
Yeah, you
I'm
could
going to
win
be
your pool.
really fun if I win and I take us on a date.
Well, I mean, I doubt you win anything from the wind. It's only got like 8 employees
Well, that's true.
involved.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
anyway, we'll see.
We'll
We'll
maybe a
see.
St. George's donut. I don't know.
I hope your brackets are doing better than mine, but I doubt it.
Humility there.
I've had a pretty
Lots of
good year.
humility.
I beat
You
Ron
have.
head to head, so he owes me $50
Steak and
worth
shake.
of. Well, it used to be steak and shakes, but when we meet in Las Vegas, he owes me a T-shirt and a hat or $50 worth, whatever.
Okay.
From
all right. Well, here we are.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. We are so thankful that you do. And thank you to our sponsors at the bottom of the screen. You are the best. And we will see you back here tomorrow morning.
See ya.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by John's Heating and Air, Command Family Medicine, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Monday. It is March 31st. Hard to believe. It's the last day of the month. And we ended the weekend with a bit of a bang with some showers and thunderstorms, a few of which were severe across the Ozarks, primarily in the eastern Ozarks yesterday. It was all associated with a cold front, and we are going to feel the effects of that today. That's the big story. Cooler across the area as we begin the new week. Temperatures this morning, they're above freezing, but we've got numbers in the 30s early on, so I definitely think you'll want a coat early today. You'll probably want it through the afternoon too. Temperatures will warm into the upper 50s, but there will be a breeze with us all day. Of course, on the backside of the cold front, we get that northwest wind, and that's what's going to help cool us down in the forecast as we head through the rest of your Monday. I have highs today in the upper 50s. We may see some mid 50s up in central Missouri, but I think here in Springfield, we'll make it to about 58. It will be breezy across the region today with gusts up to 25 miles an hour. It'll add to just kind of that chilly feeling in the air, even though partial sunshine should help out a little bit. We will see just kind of overall a cooler day in the forecast area. Most of the showers and thunderstorms today moving off to the East Coast, and the Midwest is getting a bit of a break. I got to tell you, though, it's Monday, and it's looking like a very active work week across the Ozarks. I have many chances for showers and thunderstorms this week, potentially more severe weather and some cooler weather, too. So there's a lot to track in the new week. And I know that a lot of folks have been out and about kind of spring break time, maybe not paying attention to the forecast. This week is going to be one that you will want to do so because I have multiple opportunities for showers and storms, some severe weather returns, and even the potential for flooding exists as we head into late this week. Highs today, as I mentioned, in the upper 50s, and this is going to be one of the cooler days in the forecast. Tonight, we see the clouds clear back a little bit, and there is a potential for some frost in the eastern Ozarks. So heads up, if you are east of Highway 65, I think you could see a bit of patchy frost through the overnight hours into early Wednesday morning. Conditions will likely be back into the 50s as we head through the afternoon today. I've got numbers, though, on Tuesday that warm to near 70 degrees again. I've got some very warm air in the forecast, but that may be fuel for showers and thunderstorms that get back in here by Tuesday night into Wednesday. There will be multiple opportunities for some showers and thunderstorms, some wind, some hail possible again as we head into Tuesday evening, into the overnight hours, and wake up to that storm activity on Wednesday morning. There is still some uncertainty with exact timing of this kind of round after round of storm systems that I have marching through the middle part of the country. There will be a big trough kind of fueling all of this shower and thunderstorm activity, but I think the best chance for severe weather will happen on Wednesday. There's also going to be some shower and thunderstorm activity by Thursday, and there could be some flooding, maybe too much water too quickly as we head through the end of the work week forecast. So I want to put that on your radar early to prepare for that for the second half of the work week. Temperatures will be warmer tomorrow. I think we're back into the 70s on Tuesday. Numbers are pushing 80 degrees again by Wednesday. That's when we get another round of storms. We're still in the 60s by the time we get to Thursday, and Friday highs will be near 70 degrees once again. So today, the coolest by far, with a high temperature in the 50s. Around the country, what's making headlines? Well, it's critical fire weather conditions for much of the southern high plains through the entire work week forecast. Also making headlines today as we begin the new week. I mentioned that cold front that marched through for us. Well, it's going to cause some problems for the southeastern part of the country along the Gulf Coast, as well as the mid-Atlantic as we head through today. It does look very active to begin the work week with some severe weather chances and some very heavy rainfall for our friends on the East Coast. So that's what's going on across the country today. A look at the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question from last week. This is what I left you with. What is the piece at the end of a shoelace called? You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's plastic, sometimes it's made of like thin metal, and it's like the cap on the top of a shoelace. It's not called the cap. Which one of these? These were your options. A, aglet, B, bracket, C, sheath, or D, ferrule. I had never heard of this, but it does have a name, and it is A, an aglet. It is the small plastic or metal tip at the end of a shoelace, a cord, or a drawstring. And its real purpose is to prevent fraying and make threading easier. So I did not know this, but now you can use it freely. My aglet fell off and now my shoelace is frayed. That would be an appropriate sentence. Now you know. A, aglet is the correct answer. Congrats if that was your guess. True or false for Tuesday morning? Here it is. True or false? Bananas are berries. Bananas are berries. Do you think that is a true or false statement? You can let me know. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Head on over to the website to answer the brain twister trivia question. Also, check out the forecast. And we're going to keep that updated for you constantly all week long because there's a lot going on. Again, that's aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much for starting the new week with me. I hope to catch you right back here early tomorrow morning. Thanks to our sponsors, John's Heating and Air, Command Family Medicine, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Have a great one.